Are we really supposed to sit back and just act like this is normal and not give it the attention it deserves? I want to give a hat tip to Andrew Layden, freelance reporter who's doing the work that the media should be doing. Here's what he first posted. The Trump plane is at Dulles, parked next to the Russian embassy staff plane, which it was there for a day or two. And then Andrew did this update, Saturday update. Trump's plane is still at IAD, Dulles, next to the Russian government plane, which appears to be readying to leave soon. A United Arab Emirates Air Force C-17 is also parked nearby today. We're just supposed to ignore that, pretend it doesn't exist. Corporate media, you want to focus more that President Biden has a stutter. That's what we want to focus on and not actually do the work of journalism. Or how about this, which we reported on the MeidasTouch network? After touring the construction site of Trump International Oman this past week, Eric and Trump Jr. announced today a new business deal to develop a Trump Tower in Saudi Arabia. Just in our face, blatant. We know about the quid pro quos, but let all of the Republicans say, oh, there are issues with Hunter Biden and what? I can't even follow it. Hunter Biden's naked. I mean, what are we even talking about here? But let the Trump kids go to Saudi Arabia and Oman and ink deals with Saudi Arabia while the crown prince brags that he has Kushner in his pocket and that they can do whatever they want with the Trump family. Should we just normalize that? I don't know. How about the media devote, I don't know, just a sliver of their programming to that? How about that? Well, we talked about it today at the MeidasTouch Network. We did a whole report on it, and I'm going to cover it here. And I'm going to explain the issues that are going on. And this is why everything these MAGAs do is all projection and confession. So the Trumps announced today a deal with the Saudis, more business deals between the Trump organization and foreign governments and investors. Like, I don't care what political party you're from. How in the world is this supposed to be okay with you? And by the way, even if you want to go down the rabbit hole of your baseless, unfounded Hunter Biden conspiracy, say you go down that rabbit hole, okay. Wouldn't you be more bothered then by this behavior by the Trumps, which is in the quantity of the billions? Accept your conspiracies as true about Hunter Biden in the hundreds of thousands or tens of thousands, which is not true, but just accept it. The Trump scale of what they're doing is in the billions, but you're cool with that? I don't know. Maybe you're just in a cult. Here's what we reported on the MeidasTouch Network. Trump Org today announced a new deal with Dar Global to develop a new Trump Tower project in Saudi Arabia. Dar Global issued the following statement. Targeting the luxury Saudi Arabian market and international investors, this development significantly advances Dar Global's growth strategy of capitalizing on opportunities across key cities in the kingdom. As the international arm of the Saudi mega developer Dar Al Arkan, this new project marks Dar Global's debut in Saudi Arabia and will further strengthen its real estate offerings in the country. Zaid Al-Shar, the CEO of Dar Global, said, "We are delighted to strengthen our ongoing relationship with the Trump organization and expand our portfolio by delivering premium properties to redefine Saudi Arabia's high-growth real estate market. The new agreement in Saudi Arabia will leverage the strengths of both organizations to attract more international investors and vacationers. This collaboration underscores our commitment to grow our footprint by elevating the standards of luxury in the region." Here's Eric Trump's statement. "We are thrilled to expand our footprint in the Middle East and bring the Trump standard of luxury to the region through our long-standing relationship with Dar Global." You are talking about your long-standing relationship with Global and expanding your footprint in the Middle East and talking about, exuding luxury. You just were found liable for civil fraud. The Trump organization was found criminally liable for tax fraud as well. Together with Dar Global, we are setting new benchmarks for excellence, aiming to meet the demand for iconic properties in key markets. Really? Really? And just the fact that The media ignores. Let's not talk about the fact that Jared and Ivanka made up to $640 million while working in Washington. $640 million was reported in Vanity Fair while they were working in the White House. We, the people, didn't elect these Nepo babies into the White House. Jared Kushner couldn't even get a security clearance in the first instance. We didn't elect these people. And then they made $640 million off of us by using their positions. Ivanka gets all of these trademarks in China. Oh, and by the way, speaking of China, we just should stop talking about the fact that Forbes estimated that China paid Trump at least $5.4 million since he took office via a mysterious Trump Tower lease, that Trump had secret Chinese bank accounts, that Trump was paying more taxes to the government of China than the government of the United States, that in 2016, 2017, 2020, Donald Trump basically paid $0 in taxes. And in 2016, 2017, the $750 he paid in total taxes. That's the filing fee that he paid. You paid more money in taxes than a purported billionaire who's out there doing deals in Saudi Arabia with the Saudi crown prince. The Saudi crown prince, mind you, who's out there saying things like the following. Boasting that Jared Kushner was, quote, in his pocket. Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman told confidants that Kushner discussed the names of royal family members opposed to his power grab. This exclusive from the Daily Mail said Saudi Crown Prince bragged that Jared Kushner gave him CIA intelligence about other Saudis, saying, "Here are your enemies," days before the corruption crackdown, which led to torture and death. And are we also supposed to just use that Men in Black wand, have collective amnesia, that the first people who Donald Trump brought to the White House when he began disgracing the Oval Office, you know who it was? Yeah, it was Russia's foreign minister, Sergei Lavrov, and Sergei Kislyak, the top Russian foreign policy people who work for Putin. They went there, they were laughing, they were mocking us. They were in our Oval Office. The Russians were there having the time of their life. And Trump gave them classified information. And then Trump admitted that he gave the Russians classified information. He bragged about it. It's not like, oh, Ben, you're being hyperbolic here. What do you mean he gave them classified information in 2017? He gave them classified info, and then he tweeted about it. On May 16, 2017, Trump tweeted about it. He goes, as president, I wanted to share with Russia at an openly scheduled White House meeting, which I have the absolute right to do, facts pertaining to terrorism and airline flight safety, humanitarian reasons, plus I wanted Russia to greatly step up their fight against ISIS and terrorism, so you gave them our classified information. Notice he used the term absolute right back then. It's not a coincidence that he then later made the absolute immunity argument to the Supreme Court in 2024, but he was using the language of absolute immunity. He knew back then where this was headed. He knew that he was going for dictatorship back then, and that's what he said in May of 2017. And now you have, right before our eyes, after Kushner got over $2 billion from the Saudis, and then over about another $1.5 billion from other Middle East countries, while serving as an unelected envoy to the Middle East, like literally running America's Middle East policy, then taking in billions of dollars, and he never had managed a hedge fund or any funds at all before. And in fact, his investment in the one big real estate project in Manhattan was about to go bankrupt before he helped engineer a blockade on Qatar by Saudi Arabia, and then ended the blockade once Qatar gave money through an American fund that ultimately gave a 99-year lease to Kushner's family at a sweetheart deal that bailed them out. Like, these facts are out there. And yet the media talks about President Biden's stutter? Are you freaking kidding me? How about you do your damn job, media, and report on the threats facing our nation? And by the way, I'm okay. If you want to do some reporting, oh, Biden had a bad debate. He had a bad debate, sure. So stipulated. It was a bad freaking debate. But he was honest. He cares about our democracy. Yes, he's on the older side. We shouldn't be ageist. We shouldn't exhibit ageism. But yeah, he had a bad debate. But he's been a hell of a good president, and he ain't doing crap like this. He ain't. And then I'll show you this. These are selfie videos that Don Jr. is making of himself. Here's Don Jr. going from Dubai to Oman, making selfie videos, going, hey, everybody, look at me. I'm in first class. Look how lavish. I just want to let you all know that first class is really great. And I look at all the great things I have. Ha ha, look how rich I am. Just watch him right here. We the people want this crap? Are you kidding me? Here, watch Don Jr. play this clip.
Guys, I just did a day trip to Dubai and Oman. We have a project in Oman, projects in Dubai, just checking in on them, the day job. Literally, I'm on the ground for 18 hours, and I think I did 30-something hours of flying. But if you're going to fly that much, this is a great way to do it. I'm in first class on Emirates, and this is sick. These beds lie down, go fully flat, the doors closed, you're in your entire enclosed cubbies. Pretty spectacular, great food, more legroom than I can know what to do with, and like I said, the beds fly out flat, and they even have mattresses to go on top of them. So if you're gonna do 18 hours on the ground, a day trip to the Middle East, this is the way to do it. Figured I had to share that one with you guys because I'm a reasonably spoiled individual, and this is still pretty spectacular. Have a good one, guys.
I mean, they're making videos of themselves debasing the American people. And they have a whole propaganda network out there that pushes this and loves this. But we the people don't love that. You're telling me you want this Trump family to be like kings and like monarchs and screw us all over? For them to put their stupid Trump name on our American flag? For them to go into churches and start cursing over and over again? Whether it's cursing in churches or just the behavior in general is abhorrent. We the people deserve better than this. And it is pitiful that the media, the Supreme Court, let's prove them wrong though. Let's show them the power of what we the people can do. Hit subscribe. Let's get to 3 million together. Thanks for watching.
Love this video? Make sure you stay up to date on the latest breaking news and all things Midas by signing up to the MeidasTouch newsletter at MeidasTouch.com/newsletter.